Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 Online, powered by Twitch. My name is THEKyleThomas, and I'm going to be taking over hostily duties from Char for the next few games here. So good to be with you. How are we feeling? Chat, how you doing? Looking cute, as always. We have had some awesome runs already. I've been watching everything up to this point, and it has been a blast, including that SSX run that we just had. SSX was one of my favorite games. We had so much love coming in, including this $25 donation from Katie J, who said, oh yeah, SSX is my jam. I played the SSX games hard on the PS2, and it was the greatest gateway into racing games. Shout out to the groundbreaking and as yet unparalleled SSX Tricky's adaptive soundtrack. We salute your service to the modern game development industry. Good luck, Junior. Shred the gnar. Junior sure did shred that gnar. Thank you so much for that donation. Really appreciate you. And we have got a $100 donation from Mage, who says, let's go GDQ. Best way to kick off the new year. So true. It is a fantastic way to kick off the new year. And you know what else is a fantastic way to kick off this moment right now? It's Kainalo with Psi-Ops, the Mindgate conspiracy. Take it away.
Hey, I assume we're live, so good morning and or good night, depending on where you are. I'm Kainalo. This is Psi-Ops. For commentary, I have Yisk and Timo, who are uninteresting, but we also have KilledByAPixel, who is one of the devs, if you want to introduce yourself.
Howdy, I'm Frank Force, also known as KilledByAPixel, and I worked on this game about 20 years ago, and now I'm back to do commentary for it.
Yeah.
And I'm Timo.
Oh, I already said you're uninteresting, Timo, so...
Yes. I know.
But yes, there's Timo, yes. So we'll just go straight into this. All power is on, because I make the rules, because I'm the only runner still, so... And it's more fun this way. I was supposed to explain it, but I'll explain it soon. So all powers means we can do one skip in the first minute of the run, so it doesn't really change the route at all. It just makes the start a bit nicer. Easy difficulty because it's the least difficulty. It's still really hard, but that's enough of me talking. Timer starts in, well, when the game loads, but I'll count down. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
A bit early, but that's fine. Also, first skip coming. Oh, it seems like my RTSS just closed itself.
Oh no.
And this game doesn't like anything other than 60 FPS, so we'll just restart right here.
Attempt to.
Okay, slight difficulty-wise.
So a lot of the difficulty in this run is actually battling against some of this technical stuff, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the PC port was done by a few people.
I need to restart the game real fast.
It was like outsourced.
There we go.
Yes, of course. The PS2 version came out a while before the PC version. The team I worked on, that was in-house working at Midway in Chicago when we made this game. We did work on the Xbox version, which we just kind of developed alongside the PS2 version. But the PC version is just something completely outsourced.
Yeah.
There you saw the first skip of the game, which is, I wasn't really supposed to do that here, but it was pretty cool. So that was called lawnmower launching, which I'll explain later. We'll do it here.
You got
again.
it?
Yeah. Well, it's easy.
Damn.
Also, you'll see a lot of safety saves in this run most likely, because it's an impossible run to do consistently, because a lot of the skips are insane and they lose multiple minutes. So I'll try this one from here. It didn't work. Then I'll do one safer one, and then we take safety save. So, lawnmower launching is jumping, and then, well, while you have this some item, usually a box, in telekinesis, you jump, and then you swap your DPI to something crazy. I use 10,000 DPI for... Oh, thanks for these guys. There. So I normally use 1,000 DPI, but when I do skips, I have to put it up to 10,000, so it gives enough speed for me to clip through walls like there, which is
You
pretty
have
cool.
to pull the mouse. You have to pull the mouse very, very straight and very, very fast over
Yeah.
long distance,
Uh-oh.
and it's very, very difficult to do.
Yeah, that's why it's
Like these skips are insanely hard. Just normal clips are actually pretty hard already, and you need a DPI switching mouse to run this game.
also. It seems like I forgot to restart the Discord stream. I'll fix it as soon as this level ends, which is very soon.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one skip here didn't work. I'll restart from checkpoint so I get more health. Share my screen real quick while this swaps there,
And
lose game audio.
One of the main things you're like using is the telekinesis ability, which lets you throw stuff around, and it has like a weird auto aiming thing. Like when you see him flick stuff on enemies or something, he kind of actually just flicks his mouse a little bit, and it auto aims into enemies and stuff. It's actually very good.
Yeah, well, it can be really annoying sometimes when you want to like get height with a box without moving it sideways, and then you slightly move your mouse when you're retoggling telekinesis, and it just throws it into a wall and destroys it.
Yeah. It's very good when you use it for the purpose it's supposed to be used.
Also, this is the basic skip, which has no name. It's basically
you
just bashing yourself with really high speeds with the box there.
Even those are surprisingly difficult to do,
Yeah.
because you still have to move your mouse extremely straight.
Yeah. And,
It's also pretty unpredictable too, right?
oh yeah, definitely.
Is it?
And with
And
the iron box, it's a bit easier because if you fail it, the box doesn't break. But with a wooden box, you pretty much only have one attempt.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's a couple rooms where there are very limited number of boxes or even physical things to pick up to knock yourself through the door. So you've got that all planned out here.
Yeah, this is kind of an
That's-
easy-ish level. It doesn't have any like too hard skips, but it has many easy skips and very few checkpoints.
Yeah,
So-
it's just setting up some items for the boss battle that happens in that room. You're supposed to like plant some bombs and stuff. I don't actually remember much about the story about this game. Do you, Pixel?
Yeah, it's a very convoluted story, honestly, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. The gameplay is definitely better than the story itself.
Oh yeah,
But there's like a cult. There's like a cult that's run by the general that is trying to use mind control on people and stuff. And it's just really weird how you were kidnapped, but you also have the abilities, these special abilities. Yeah, it's a weird story.
yeah. It's like you don't remember your past, kind of, and you get these abilities by remembering your past.
Yeah, you have
Also-
amnesia.
Yeah. Also,
Also, you see the skin Kainalo is playing with is Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And there's I guess we can talk about that a little bit during the boss fight. That was a very difficult flight section.
Yeah, nice
There's enemies
swag as
shooting
well
at
with the
you
kick.
from all over the place.
a lot of this stuff you can do much faster. Well, that's kind of bad. But I'm trying to do a lot of the easier strats because they're easy.
Yes,
Like
in
you
that-
could launch yourself here with this box through the wall, but the game is likely to crash if you fail it, then you most likely will fail it. A task run of this would be insane. Like there are so many theoretical strats that I know that are probably possible with more in like wait, I need to focus. There.
Nice.
Oh, next to the door.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Of course, he's got the scorpion skin from Mortal Kombat here, and we were working on this game. We were just down the hall from the team working on Mortal Kombat, which is why we were able to grab this skin and put it in the game.
Yeah,
Did
you
we
can-
find out which Mortal Kombat it was?
I did, yeah. It was a mainstream Mortal Kombat. I think it was Mortal Kombat Deception or something. I think it might be Deception. 2003, I think that's when the Mortal Kombat came out.
Also, sorry about no audio. This game on PC. Oh, I died again. That's kind of bad.
Oh,
The game
Where's
on
the
PC
checkpoint?
likes to. Oh yeah, where is the checkpoint? Oh, that's
what
actually
I think
rough.
so.
oh,
Oh, that's pretty far.
Oh no! Oh, that's a big.
should be still fine, but that's the kind of stuff Pixel meant when he said that the clips can be inconsistent. Oh, him pressing that button is not very good.
See, that's what I'm talking about with AI. Can be kind of emergent, where like that did not happen last time. There are buttons that the AI will go for on the wall sometimes, and when they hit them, an alarm will go off and call more enemies into the area.
Oh. Didn't have enough time to throw that guy out, so I assume... Okay, I still got it.
Was he frozen during the cutscene, looks like?
Yeah, looked like
I guess. But that's one of the big combat abilities you can have with telekinesis is you can just chuck people out of bounds. If you just set your DPI to 10,000 again and just flick the dudes out of the level, and they kind of get stuck. They don't actually die, which is something that will be used later on with in a section where there's extremely difficult respawning enemies. But that's the last bomb he needs to set here, and
we'll
then
get a checkpoint
he can
soon.
go. Yeah, there's a checkpoint soon, and then he can run to the boss room and fight with the boss.
Well, the checkpoint is in the boss room. Also, these two guys like to hide behind the box that I use for clipping.
They are very interested in the boss.
So setting this up a bit, in the next section, the first phase of this boss fight, the boss makes bombs out of enemies and you're supposed to use them to blow up those chambers. But you can also use these cylinders, which saves like a minute almost.
Yes, the dudes that come out of the pods that explode. The exploding dudes that come out of the box don't spawn very often, yeah. And you want to get 2 of the pods at the same time. That was still very good.
Oops.
And then the boss comes from his little glass container or whatever, and you just chuck a box at him. So yeah, telekinesis is the most powerful ability, and that's the boss.
That's how most of the boss fights go. With bash him with the box with telekinesis a bit.
But yeah, this is another technique that you use. Well, we saw it earlier a bit, but the flight using the props. It doesn't have to be boxes, but boxes are the easiest.
Yeah.
But it's you reset your flight and then go again and reset your flight. Let go and reset your flight. It lets you gain height and also move very fast.
There's a faster strat here where you could just skip this elevator and fly up and clip through an invisible wall, but because I just lost so much time, I'd rather do the safer one. So we don't have to... Because if I would try that and fail, I would lose another minute easily.
Yes, this run is very, very difficult and very, very volatile, as we've seen already. It's just... the difficulty is extreme.
Yeah,
The ceiling is falling on him here in this part, so this is very random here. This is very random. Okay, I think he made it through that. The ceiling part. That's a
funny
dangerous.
death now. Okay.
Oh, that's so sad.
And it has 8 levels, but it has 4 maps, kind of ish. So as you saw, that was kind of like the same area as the first level. And now we have the 3rd level, which is in the same general vicinity of the 4th level.
Yes, so
If
this
that
level...
makes sense.
Yes, it makes like a horseshoe, it loops around itself and stuff. This is... Those wooden crates are boxes that can be broken, so enemies can shoot them and they can break from under you.
Well, we originally wanted to have the game be like seamless. So there like weren't levels, but you could travel through the full entire length of the game and back.
Oh yeah, that really
So
shows.
it is some kind of, you can kind of see like how it we had to cut that, but it's close to having that really.
That sniper on the roof will mess your day up if you don't get him.
You can sometimes get a nice triple kill by like throwing him into the 2 other guys on the ground or like mid-airing them. It's like telekinesis in this game is so good. It's very, I don't know how to say it, like intuitive, I guess. Like it's usually these days when you have telekinesis, it's kind of in control where you don't have free control over it, but kind of like you hold an item and then you throw, like pretty much just pull and throw. But in this one, it's like just full free movement.
I'm also guessing it was a little bit less powerful on the PS2 version. I haven't played it, but like the mouse.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Control the mouse gives
telekinesis
you.
is still probably your main ability, and it is your first ability that you get, of course. And it's a very versatile. In addition to killing people, you can jump on things and ride them around. You can do things like that, like throw power-ups to yourself to grab them, and just it's a very useful against pretty much all the bosses. Necessary for some of the bosses. Kicking the box.
Oh,
Here.
nice jig. Nice jig.
Oh.
Unlucky.
You shouldn't have kicked the box.
Yeah. I wasn't-
So yeah, but definitely on the PC, telekinesis is a beast because the mouse seems to be not implemented quite right or something, and you can just really throw things way faster than you should be able to.
Yeah. If you want to run this game, it's not required, but you kind of do need a mouse with a DPI switch.
Yes. Either you're playing on extremely high DPI and
This guy's just
it's half impossible to control in general, or you're playing on low DPI and you have to do insane pulls with your mouse to do any of the clips.
I don't think they're possible even with insane pulls, to be honest.
Yeah, it might be.
They just require so much speed that it feels really hard. You need like a mouse pad that's like at least 2 meters if you want to get the speed
Kainalo-
up properly.
Yes, Kainalo has developed Herculean shoulder muscles from pulling off lawnmower clips and normal clips in this game. You should you should see how he
this
pulls
one I
his
need to
mouse.
comment
It's
that this is
incredible.
best level in the speedrun because this is like a full level like the previous ones, even though we already skipped parts of those. But in this one, if you clip through this door and open it from the other side, you skip the whole level and the first phase of the boss fight. So you immediately start the second and last phase of the boss. It's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're supposed to go around through the whole entire level and then back through that door at the end.
Yeah.
So this is a great boss fight, though. Pretty epic.
Yeah.
Oh, headphone warning there. Sorry.
It should be mixed on
Pretty
the,
epic
on the
and
stream.
loud.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's loud. It's a great boss fight, though.
He's very dangerous. He can one-shot you with some props
There's-
that he throws around.
There's a weird bug where he never goes to 0 HP. He dies when he's at the 5% HP, but even then he doesn't die immediately. You usually have to wait a bit for whatever reason. And sometimes it has taken me 15 seconds for him to die. Like now he's dead. But now have to wait
I
for
think
this.
there's a reason for that, though. That's not a bug. I think there's a cutscene afterwards where he's like still alive or something.
No, sometimes he
or
doesn't
at
even throw that train as the ending part. It's weird, I think. Well, could be. You know better than me, probably.
I don't know. I think there is a reason why we didn't want to have him go to 0 because you're not supposed to kill him or something.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
It
know.
probably explains the HP, but still, like, not that sometimes take 20 seconds for him to actually die.
Oh, I love
So
this clip
co-
here.
Yes, coming up is the
Second to hardest skip.
kickflip, lawnmower kickflip. I don't remember the full name, but
Yeah. There will
if
be
you step on that elevator there, it despawns the kill floor down here, and then you can. Usually you would die because there's a kill floor, but if you just touch the elevator top right like that, and then didn't quite get
unlucky.
it.
But I have saved the save, so I'll just load this. This is like exactly
You
behind
got
that
it.
door. No, yeah, I got
That was impressive.
like this is the door that I tried to clip through.
Clap.
But I use safety saves because that setup takes so long, and in practice I get that like maybe 30% of the time or something. Sometimes I get
Yes,
it
and
really
it
consistently.
It skips an insane amount of stuff.
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes, I think, something around there.
Yeah, these statues you have to use pyrokinesis on and then whack them with some urns.
Yeah, a strat that I learned from the official strategy guide for the game.
Big respect.
Yeah. Alright, did I have one of these? Yep. Oh, he didn't die? Yeah. Now there's a strat for... This is Wei Lu, by the way.
Here comes your nightmare fuel.
Yeah. This is where I stopped playing when I was, I don't know, like 9 or something when I played this game the first time.
You know, Dark Souls was actually inspired by this boss fight.
Real
Yeah, I
or
can
joke?
see that.
No, a joke. I think. Maybe
Very
not,
real.
though.
It could be. It's a very like Dark Soulish boss, I guess. Not the attacks, but I guess the design is
The design, yeah.
Yeah, what he was trying to do there is juggle the pot in between all the 3 heads to
Yeah, you
kill
want to kill the heads
all the
at the
heads
same time.
simultaneously, but it doesn't always go as well.
And there I'm trying to
The
use
hit-
the auto-aim thingy that the game has, but that's a bit wonky sometimes in 3D space. But it was still fast enough. And now we just exit the level. By walking here. Now we have one of the only cutscenes that we can't skip, which is also the best cutscene, because it really doesn't ring a lot. Well, it explains why the bridge is broken, but that's the cutscene that we have to watch in this run.
Good play.
There's
Good
some
throw.
like boss cutscenes that you have to watch, but that's the only like level cutscene. Because it has an arcade mode, which we are using, which is basically like a speedrun mode. It skips all the cutscenes and you have an in-game timer, which sadly only works as a single segment timer because it resets when you restart from checkpoint.
Yes, this game actually has a lot of like extra content and stuff, like the arcade mode. There's a dark mode that just adds a fog.
Yeah, but there's
It
also
makes everything dark.
there's
But
the gnome collectibles where you get mini games for all the gnomes you find.
yes, and
There's like
you can
12
play as like any boss in the game.
Oh,
I'm
like
not sure-
any character in the game you can play.
yeah,
as.
any character in the game you can play as. There's just
There
a
are-
lot of stuff.
The gnomes are hidden all throughout the game. And there's a story behind that too, because every single gnome was hidden by one of the developers that worked on the game. And we got to decide like where we were going to hide our gnome. And also when you find all the gnomes, you unlock secret levels. Each gnome is connected to a specific level. And that level was usually worked on by the developer that hid that gnome.
Who
And
on the last box?
my gnome is hidden in the graveyard, and it unlocks the survival mode. Where you play in
the endless one.
Endless, yeah, that's what it's called. Endless, where you're stuck in a graveyard and you just get like waves of enemies of all different kinds of enemies, headless enemies, and like scary stuff that might be in a graveyard.
And here again, this is... Well, there's going to be a graphical glitch here. There's a cutscene here that it skips, so it's just going to teleport us weirdly. And textures are a bit bugged here
Whoa.
for some reason. Sometimes I have had few times where the game didn't even load parts of the level here, which is interesting, but doesn't really matter.
Hey, put that
doesn't
box in
seem
front of the door to just block some enemies that would come in otherwise. You can see the enemies are actually doing some fair amount of damage if they're playing
Yeah,
on
like-
easy.
He almost died right there. You're not really meant to run through quite at this pace. So, but these enemies are tough. These are the toughest enemies in the game, and they're able to like mitigate pretty much all of your abilities.
Yeah.
Your fire, they can put out your fire. They can prevent being telegrabbed. You can't grab them directly with telekinesis. and
Unless
stuff.
they
So,
are
yeah,
on
there's-
fire or in like a ragdoll state.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the things I worked on in this game was kind of it's a pretty simple like rule setup, but just you basically need to combo them in order to get them.
Yeah, I usually use like one pyro and then telekinesis at them out of bounds. But 2 pyros also kills them, so sometimes like to use that. But pyro also uses a lot of psi energy, so I don't really like to spam it too much. Talking about pyro, we now are going into the pyro boss.
Yes, Marlena, that's her
Yes.
name. She's chilling in a machine, and then you throw a bunch of containers at her, and then she does flips. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Kind of. Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh yeah, jump and interact are on the same key, and you can't separate them. Apart from PS2.
That was a big argument we had while developing this. But we ended up losing the battle.
Oh.
I wanted them to be a separate button.
Yeah, it really should have been.
yeah.
You were trying to save the game.
It is really hard when you think about it, how to jam all those buttons onto the controller.
Yes,
Because
it uses a lot of
every
different
Psi
buttons.
ability has its own button. It's not like you don't like bring up a menu to select your abilities. Like they're all mapped to buttons.
Yeah.
Yes, how many Psi abilities were there again? There's a lot.
There are a few. No, there's more than that.
5?
Well, there's some that have less of a use than others.
There's the
Like
feature.
remote viewing and
yeah.
stuff like that,
So-
which you hardly ever use.
It's remote viewing, then like mind control, and then this thing, which is seeing invisible stuff.
Or a view.
Yeah. Hey, there's 5.
That'll be a
There's the
useful
telekinesis
already.
pyro, and then I'm almost dead. Oh yeah, you can melee damage her, so you can get a nice melee kill at him.
Nice.
Which loses time.
Drip.
You did it.
Yeah.
Look at that smoke. That's good. That's a good smoke effect.
Yeah. It doesn't really make sense, but
I mean, this
Well,
game
she was on
generally looks
fire,
good.
and you kind of put her out.
yeah,
Yeah,
why is she
it
dying
makes
in
sense.
fire, in smoke then?
Well, smoldering, because when you put out a fire, it's still smoke.
Nah, I guess.
So this is the aura view that Kainalo kind of toggled on for a bit. You can see these
Oh, yeah, these
floating
are
monster
invisible
things.
ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
these
they are-
aura beasts, they exist in the world, and they live off of aura. They live off the psychic energy. You can only see them in this mode.
Yeah, and they're very annoying. They stun lock
They're
you,
very
and they take like half of your HP and a lot of your Psi energy. And they almost infinitely spawn, unless you kill their leader or whatever.
Isn't this where you like throw them all out of bounds or something, or is that
Yeah,
a different spot?
it's in the next room,
Yeah.
which I will explain now. So
Yeah.
in this area, you're supposed to get an item here, then go upstairs and go out to like a huge outside area and stuff to despawn, like turn off the aura beasts in this area. But because the game doesn't like out of bounds, so if anything goes out of bounds, it soft locks and it kind of deletes it. So we use that here with these guys. We throw them out of bounds so they don't die, and because they don't die, they don't respawn. But they
Yes,
won't
that was a
annoy
big
us.
discovery that you made.
Yeah. Because it was kind of like an annoying thing that you can't clip through most places because you get soft lock, but then it kind of worked out here.
Just saying,
Like here it
Kainalo
says-
is
It's
Oh.
would infinitely spawn those, but now that they are all out of bounds, stuck soft lock, they don't spawn, and we can do this.
Yes, while he's bringing the box up, I'm just gonna say praises to Kainalo. He's the person who has been pioneering this run. He's done a lot of work to make all of this crazy stuff in the game happen. Just hours and hours and hours of work and grinding.
It does take a
It's
lot.
incredible. It's amazing. Yeah. I posted this on Facebook, and a lot of the people that worked on Psi-Ops with me are like really excited to watch the run. So I'll post the link tomorrow. I don't think they're staying up late to watch it, but I'm sure they'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a very hard run. I think there's been like 5 people who've tried to run this with the current skips, and including Yisk and Timo, and pretty much everyone just
Yes.
gives up because it really is much harder than it looks, like these skips.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
incredibly difficult.
All the skips are just like really, really precise to a very annoying degree.
Yeah, and then if you fail them, you lose an insane amount of time. And the hardest skip is in the last 2 minutes of the run as well, which is very fun. So this is annoying because the door is a bit crooked, so it sometimes doesn't work. But
Ooh.
we have a save to save, which is here.
A nice
That-
one.
yeah.
That was a sick clip.
Yeah, but that would end the level, and it would come to this, so you miss 0 seconds of content.
Yes, it's just annoying because the wooden boxes can break.
Yeah.
And
And
you
there I would
lob
have
them so
I would have
fast.
had to restart from checkpoint and throw all the like aura beast out of bounds again and do that whole setup. So
Yeah, it's just in the interest of time.
yeah. Like if I would do like a no reset run. Oh wait, I need to 6792. Someone's on. 6 7 no,
Yeah.
that's not-
6792.
6792.
6792. That number is different every time, so we got to remember it.
Yeah. I have ADHD, so it's gonna fart. Wait, I need to stop. 6 7.
We gotcha.
Well, what is it?
6792. 6792. I'm not even memeing this time.
Sure.
I wouldn't do you like that twice.
Twice. 6
No, it's
7,
never happened before.
You've done it way more.
It's
than that.
kind of a lot of work to when you think about it, because we had to have it randomized every time. Plus that keypad, which you really don't use like anywhere else in the game.
Yeah,
It's in
I don't
level
know.
2 as well, right?
yeah, in level 2 you use it, but we skip it.
Yeah, but it's I don't know if it was really worth the effort. But, oh wow, this game,
Okay, my dude.
that guy was tough.
That was so loud. That was so
That
rude.
was sick.
Very unfair. Okay, stop. Okay, now we can relax a bit. We're gonna go into the second to last boss fight, which is like the master of the aura beast, or big sucks that I like to call them. And there's also a skip here where you can save over a minute, but if you fail it, which is very possible because it's very hard and you have to do a lot of skips.
Yeah, this is the
You lose
boss
like a
with
minute?
the sick, 8 screen PC setup, but
Yeah.
you just break the screens and the boss is over.
And if you do the skip, you miss a few checkpoints, and if you miss the checkpoints, you only have one attempt at this, and this is the hardest skip of the game coming up. Also, I forgot to check, did I kill the bazooka guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, this is also, I need to explain it later. I learned this from the 3D maps in the strategy guide, that there is a gap here between areas that you can not do
Not
that.
too
I'll
bad.
try one more time. That's very hard because there is no real setup for it. And
Yes, and the rock is all kind of crooked and
yeah, and the wall as well. Like there isn't anything really stable in the skip. But before this run, I got it like 6 out of 10 times, so I was feeling kind of good about this. But
Yeah, I saw you load up your practice save and then get it first try, like
yeah.
a few times in a row.
Well, there I got it, but I died.
yeah, you died. Yeah,
Ooh.
But we have a safety save.
we'll count that. We take those.
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
See?
You saw how it looks. So there is C8 kickflip. So that
Yeah.
the name of the trick is kickflip lawnmower launching, which is my favorite name. And this
That's
is the game is very bad with your position when you're near walls. As you can see here, I can quickly show if I'm pressing right and left. Like here, I'm holding left and it's not going far enough to the left as it should. And these invisible mines want to kill you, so it's just a bit safer to crouch there.
This is the final boss.
Final
the general.
boss.
He is
This
loud.
is indeed the final boss, and we have a new strat coming up. Relatively
Yes.
new strat for the final hit on the boss.
Yeah, someone commented
He's
it
got a
on,
first-
on my last record run on YouTube. He just commented, "Hey, by the way, did you know that you can kill the boss in one hit if you throw
Yeah.
pyro at him?"
First you break his tentacles and then you collect the 7 Dragon Balls. And
It's Sphere of
And you-
Power, but in the code it's Dragon Ball.
That's true.
Okay, so now I forgot to check. I need a specific kind of block that I can climb, which is this, which is good. So I use those. I need to dodge this. Hope it doesn't move this. Good. Where is the boss? Here. Here.
Get up
and
next to him and
time
pyrokinesis.
is time. There.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
That's-
nice.
Didn't really
Good
get any of
job.
the skips. Oh, I got the first one. But,
You got you got a good, solid amount of the skips.
yeah, but
Yes.
the hard ones, I mean.
Yeah,
it can't
like
be
the 3
understated how difficult the hard ones are.
I mean, you got the one in the last level.
True.
We all saw it.
It's true.
Oh,
we
yeah.
saw it.
Also some nice stats. But what was my time? Okay, so we did go over estimate, but that's mainly because of dumb mistakes. But it's still pretty close enough. But because
It
we
was
went
very good.
over, I'll keep the talk short. There's a Discord that you can join if you want to learn more about this game. I have all kinds of info and practice saves, and I'm more than happy to help someone try this out and learn that it's too difficult and quit, just like all the people do. But thanks again for Frank for showing up. Thanks again for GDQ for having this in. It's one of my favorite speedruns, even though I kind of dislike running it because of the difficulty and the randomness of it, but it's good. I hope some people enjoyed it, and I don't know if Frank wants to shout his Twitter out, because I'll allow him as his very cool for joining this commentary.
Thanks, Kainalo. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, KilledByAPixel. I make games, art, all kinds of stuff, coding, programming, creative coding. So yeah, thanks so much. I thought that was a great run. I love watching him play this game. It's so fun to see these crazy clips and tricks and stuff. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks for Games Done Quick.
Thank you.
What a fantastic run. Thank you so much, Kainalo, for that. I mean, if you told me I was going to see Scorpion using telekinesis to collect 7 Dragon Balls and throw fire at a boss, that you just never know what you're going to get at GDQ. What an awesome run. Keep the love going in chat, and keep it going for KilledByAPixel. We had a dev there during the run. You just love to see that kind of support. It's really great. Speaking of support, we had plenty of donations come in during that run, including $50 from Silver Fox, who says, worth staying up until 2 a.m. to watch my favorite psychic soap opera at GDQ. You've got this, Kainalo, and I promise to start learning the run myself this year. Donation goes to Runner's Choice. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. We have got more great games coming up, but first we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.